No longer online for a whole week. Oh my god.
Meet Jake and Lily. Like many children, they are obsessed with social media, scrolling for hours on end.
Oh, it's buzzing already.
But their mum has taken the decision to challenge them to a 1-week social media detox to cure them of their 21st century addiction.
This is going to be so hard. Ugh.
But exactly how difficult will it be?
In the morning, I'm on it. At a break, I'm on it. At lunch, I'm on it. When I get home, I'm on it for like an hour because Mum says I have to, but it used to be like 7 hours a night.
I've got Snapchat, I've got an Instagram, and I've got a Twitter account. I usually wake up and use it, so that's like once, maybe twice. Probably about at least 10 times a day.
Lily is constantly on her phone, watching YouTube, speaking to her friends, going on group chats. It's ridiculous. I think it'd be really good to try and get her off it, to try and wean her off it. And I think doing it in this fashion might be the easiest way to do that. Jake's more obsessed with PlayStation, but he does do other things.
I will miss it, but I think it'll be for the good because it's going to make me do more stuff and be more active instead of just sitting on my devices all the time.
We need to be more interactive as a family, and I'm hoping that this week will get us to that point where we do things together rather than them just disappearing upstairs and we don't get to see them.
I don't like this filter.
But the swimbank situation is not unique. According to a new government report, many parents are worried about their children's social media consumption habits. It follows recent Ofcom figures which show 94% of 8 to 11s go online for nearly 13.5 hours a week. 81% of these use YouTube to watch funny videos or follow their favourite YouTubers, with 23% having various social media profiles. And the figures increase even further for 12 to 15s. 99% go online for nearly 21 hours a week. 90% use YouTube, with 74% having a social media profile. The report, which is the first of its kind, now acts as an official guideline on healthy screen time. The guidance includes taking a break from a phone every 2 hours, going outside to exercise, and not using a phone before sleeping. Experts in the field have welcomed the suggestions.
Parents are more and more wanting advice and guidelines, and I think there's a fine line, between a nanny state that tells us all how to parent, but I think on the other hand, parents have got quite good guidelines about how much sleep kids need, what a balanced food diet looks like, how many steps a day. They've got indications in all those areas of health. They don't have anything yet in digital health, and I think they do need something. I absolutely don't think any of us should be giving it up, but I think what's happening is we're wasting a lot of time doing what I call digital junk. So that kind of mindless scrolling we do on Instagram and Facebook, it's not adding any value. So actually the best tip is just to put it where you can't see it or hear it or feel it, because it's only got power over you if you can see the notifications, hear something going off, or, particularly people carry it around with them. And it's a bit like the analogy I use is a bar of chocolate. Imagine trying to eat healthily and having to have a bar of chocolate in your pocket the whole time. You'd be really aware, wouldn't you, that bar of chocolate was in your pocket.
Hi.
What are we doing, Lil?
Fucking
what?
Peggy's really good.
What are we doing at the same time? How's the first day been without having your phone?
It was alright.
And what have you done? What did you do after school because you couldn't have your phone?
I went to the library with you.
Yeah.
Got some books.
How many?
4.
4 books.
I helped Daz make tea and make Peggy's tea.
Yeah, that's cool. Did it make you not be bothered about not having your phone?
Yeah.
So it's been kind of hard trying to keep myself entertained, but I've really just been at lunchtime without a phone. I just played basketball with my mates whilst we were all in the gym. Homework has actually gotten easier to do because there's nothing distracting me. I'll probably just finish up some more homework and just probably watch a movie or something.
Hey guys, hope you're well. Welcome back to my first Zara haul of 2019. It's taken me a while to film this.
But what about those whose income comes from social media? Emma Sheldon is a popular travel blogger and vlogger with a following of over 100,000 people.
Steps to the ocean, the best of it.
She believes her role as an influencer has a positive impact on her followers.
What I do helps the younger generation because I can kind of write personal blog posts or write captions about my experiences, and hopefully that helps younger people. For example, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. Even if I did, I wouldn't ever show that kind of stuff on social media. I try not to swear. Certain things like that, I think I should be careful about how I use my voice. So there are certain charities that I support and things that I talk about in order to help others. It's so hard to maintain the perfect social media profile. It's pretty much impossible, and we see this thing now where people are much preferring realism rather than, they want to see a bit more of your reality. So they want to see you kind of with messy hair and with spots rather than just being this perfect airbrushed girl.
But her line of work has been heavily criticised as a factor of encouraging online obsession, something she disagrees with.
I definitely think some influencers promote this unachievable, unattainable lifestyle. Personally, I follow a lot of girls who, they're going on these luxury trips, they're having these amazing times, and it just inspires me to work harder. So I think you can take it two ways. You can see it as really unattainable and unachievable, or you can think, actually, that inspires me.
All fours. Happy cat. Sad cat.
Whilst parents and tech giants have been encouraged to monitor children's screen time, schools have also been urged to tackle this obsession by the Children's Commissioner Anne Longfield.
Blow the balloon back up.
Here at Huddersfield Grammar School, pupils sit back and relax, taking part in mindfulness sessions, which sees them put down their phones and break away from social media. The Hope, Happiness and Health Wellbeing Days are now part of their curriculum, a move which has been supported by the education community.
Well, at Huddersfield Grammar School, we have something that we call the HGS identity, and there's 6 character traits that we think underpin success in modern life. So every half term we run a character day, which allows our children really to get outside of their comfort zone, to think about an aspect of life that doesn't relate to the academics, but is equally vital to success. We are seeing, like all schools, issues with the behaviour of children online, issues of body consciousness, issues sometimes of assuming somebody else's identity. And I think there's a wholesomeness about childhood that has been lost somewhere along the lines. And as a school, we're really dedicated to reclaiming childhood, in its most holistic form.
So why do the pupils at Huddersfield Grammar think social media is so addictive?
I like on Instagram that you can see where other people are. And Snapchat, you can just talk to people.
All my friends have WhatsApp and the Year 7 group chats, and it's nice to just be able to chat.
Well, I like Instagram because you can see what people are doing, and you can see what they get up to.
I like about Snapchat is you don't have to have each other's numbers to have them. So then I've not got people constantly ringing me.
Social media is going to look quite different in about 2 years' time, because I think all the platforms are aware that there are these concerns. So either the platforms will change or the way we use them will change. I think social media is going to be really different.
Give me my phone right now, please.
And change is something the Simbank family have had to adapt to as their social media detox comes to an end.
We're not going back to what we were before. An hour and a half every evening, and that is it.
It's a bit, dodge.
That's a bit dodge, it's not at all. Same for you, mate.
Cheers, Mum.
It's been really interesting. It's been a real eye-opener as to how easy it was for them to not be on the devices all the time. We've baked, we've been to the library, we've done loads of things together. They've played Monopoly, which they like to do, but we don't do it often enough.
I actually got to go outside and go to the park and make buns with Mum. I realised that it's not all about your phone, and there's actually things going on in the actual world.
Lily has just blown my mind. She's not complained, she's not thrown a strop, she's just realised that actually for a whole week I'm not allowed, and she's just embraced it, and I think that's amazing.
I did go on YouTube, unfortunately, so it was kind of hard to stay away from YouTube, but I found it easier to stay away from Instagram and Snapchat. I enjoyed making the tea for the family, and I liked going out to play for the rugby team, and I joined a new club this week, the badminton club. I'd rather be able to do some homework or go to the park instead of just sitting on my phone all the time.
It's been really good and we need to do it a lot more often. So yeah, I would recommend it to anybody and everybody. I'm going to make you do an extra week.
The Swinbank family hope their detox will persuade others to follow suit in their quest to curb social media addictions. And whilst it's still yet to be seen whether Jake and Lily can stick to their mum's rules, what is clear, they will be spending more quality family time together.
End of a week, all done and dusted, no social media. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.